That was the midnight launch, guys, of Nintendo Switch. I was there for four launches, 1 midnight and 3 morning launches. So much fun. I love console launches, and so far my conclusion of the Switch is it is incredible. It is probably the best system console ever created, aside from the Super Nintendo and stuff of the past. But it is so amazing that they finally listened to the fans and came up with the best 30-year plan that I've ever seen in my life, of the evolution of each system to what we have now. And I, of course, am so happy with it. I have experienced no problems with my system. My Joy-Cons work absolutely flawless. I picked up 2 games, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, of course, and I bought Skylanders Imaginators. And I do have a downloaded title, Fast RMX, which is a very awesome game, F-Zero style, if you guys have played F-Zero before. And as I said, I have no problems with my Switch. I put a screen protector on it day 1, and you really have to for the system nowadays. It doesn't matter what system you get. Every screen is going to get scratched and stuff if you don't take the proper care of your system. I've been reading a lot online and seeing videos of people claiming that the dock scratches your screen. I can say that it has not happened to mine. I would still see it if it was, it would affect my screen protector, which it does not. It is all due to the handling of how you put it in your dock and how you take it out of the dock. Now, for mine, there is a very small gap of space, and the screen does not touch the the side of the screen. It is about half an inch away, so I know it's not scratching. I can see the light through it when I see it, when I look on the side and see light through it. It is not touching my screen, so those of you who are claiming that you have having scratching of the screen, I can say for myself anyway that that has not happened. So far, I have a perfect console. Everything about it is absolutely flawless. Best system, like I said. I've been playing Breath of the Wild so many hours of my day when I'm not working full time. As you can see, I got my shirt, and today we were talking about Nintendo Switch. I'm going to give you the lowdown of why I think the system is amazing, and at the end I'll give a rating of the system out of 10. We're just going to be talking about Zelda, of course, and so I'm going to show you the Amiibos. I think this child really needs Amiibo support. You guys know I do collect Funko Pops, so the next logical thing is the Amiibos. And I have almost every Amiibo since the launch of them. There are a couple that I never actually seen a copy of, because it is impossible to find some of the the Amiibos here. And I bought some in Portugal, which I couldn't find here. I don't open them. Well, there are a few that I do open of my doubles. I have all the mint condition on a shelf, appropriate for this console, and we're gonna go through the Amiibos right now. So we have the bad guys of Hyrule. Very cool, detailed, colored Amiibo. Very awesome. And these Amiibos do work for your game, so you get very cool limited items, and you have to use it every day. You can't use twice a day or so on, so every day you have to use an Amiibo to unlock stuff. Next up, we have the hottest girl in video game history, and that is Princess Zelda. Now, I love her design in this game. I love the story of this game so far. She is the she has evolved into a badass. I really like how she is designed here. Very Tomb Raider style, I find. Next up, we have the very spooky son of a bitches in the game, the Guardians. Now the Guardians become the hassle of the game. I'm always running away from these things because I know I'm going to die instantly. Very awesome that I have it. This one was selling out like hotcakes. I think the 4 locations I've been to, they were sold out completely. So finally got him on that, not the midnight launch, but the second day, the morning when I went for my consoles. Next up, we have Link shooting an arrow, which is pretty slick. I still have to find that arrow in the game. It just looks too awesome not to have, so I got that. And then I got my amazing, this one's my favorite out of the series, and it is Rider Link. Him wearing the hood, riding a horse is just so freaking awesome. He's holding his sword. The detail in this is amazing, and it is the only one that I bought a second copy because I wanted to open it up for my main collection. I'm going to show you up close of how amazing this looks. I'm going to push back a little bit. So we have the horse. Link is wearing his hood. We have the detail that will show you better. We got the detail on his cape, the pattern. So amazing. I love his cape, his hood. The detail that is used on these little Amiibo figures are incredible for the price. These ones are a little bit more expensive than the other ones originally were. $21 here in Canada. So that is that right there. Very awesome. And I'm going to show you, of course, I did get the Switch game. And if you guys haven't seen the Switch games up close, they are beautiful little babies. Small. I'll show you the back. Absolutely incredible. These boxes are probably the best in video game history. Right there. That is what I love. We don't have booklets anymore, but Nintendo has finally put some detail in their games. We have some background art. I want to see every game from now on have this. It just looks so much more detailed. It shows the love that a company has for making video games, and I can't wait to see that. And because I was first in line at all four of my locations, I was lucky enough to pick up some amazing posters. One from the Nintendo rep, which is not this one. This is an EV game pickup, and it is the main cover at the front, and it is a double-sided poster. And these are thick. These are glossy, thick posters. That is the opposite side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy a frame. The frame, both of them, one on this side and one on that, because I do have two. That's the good thing about being in 2 different places at once. So I got 2. I'll show you the profile. So that's both of what they look like. Amazing. And the Nintendo rep was there where I was at Walmart, and I got their limited edition poster, which is pretty awesome. It's exactly like the Eevee games, just more expansive. You see more of Hyrule. And the thing I love about this is the glossy, imprinted, shiny Zelda Breath of the Wild symbol. It's very hard to show on the camera, but when you see it in light, it does reflect. It is gold, and it is amazing. Now this one is a one-sided poster, but it is still amazing to have. I'm putting all these posters up because, like I said, it is the best game ever created, best Zelda game ever created, and I am very excited and very nervous. I'm going to finish this video so I can go and play some more of my Switch, and I'm going to give you my rating. I've heard everything from problems that people were having with the system. I've been hearing, people complaining about the games and the launch of the game titles, and so on. And we're gonna go back to the game titles. I am not disappointed at all with the game launch. I think it was perfect. Too many games gets distracting because you won't. The main focus of this console launch was for this, and to have a whole bunch of different video games that nobody's gonna pick up anyway is worthless. when the PS4 came out, and I regret that completely. It was the worst decision I've ever bought. I hate that system so much. There were no good games that launched for the PS4. Nothing. The only game that was worth playing, because I was a Killzone fan at the time, was Killzone. Other than that, there was absolutely nothing for that system. There still is nothing for me anyway. I have no interest anymore in Sony. I don't care about Microsoft. I am strictly Nintendo, and for that point, the Switch is an evolution of gaming. People have spoken. We are finally going to get attention. We're going back to the good old days of gaming, and I think that is something we need. It has gotten very stale the last couple of years. We have finally got something that I'm excited about. I'm excited about all these awesome games. I'm even into downloading games. I never was, but there are a lot of amazing games on the eShop that are available now for the Switch or the 3DS or the Wii U, whatever you've been playing. There are a lot of amazing games that I never cared to look through. So with the Switch, I'm actually really enjoying those. And there are so many more amazing Switch games coming out. There are over 80 titles still in development. So there is something for everyone. Yeah, I have no problems with my systems. I don't know, everybody has different stuff. I'm not going to say that, people are lying, whatever. I have no problems with my console. Flawless. It's been flawless the 5 days. I bought so many accessories for my system. I am in love with that system. So I give that system, currently, because of the state of the home menu, it is a little bare since it is the first 5 days of launch, which kind of knocks down my score a little bit. The games, yes, they are a little bit short, but they're, to me it doesn't matter. So I'm not going to say that it's going to take it off of me. So far, with everything that's included, just the feel of the system, the feel of the controls, the way the gameplay is so smooth and vivid, to putting the screenshots on your social media, and it's fabulous. I give the system an 8.5 out of 10. It is only more room for improvement, and it's going to happen. I have faith in Nintendo now. With its new president, I think things are starting to look up for the company, which it should. It is the godfather of gaming, and it's great to see Nintendo back up there. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the quick Switch show that I had for you. Take care, guys.